nicest people, our deals are number one. You'll love Dave's, Minnesota and Pet City. We make shopping for your pet fun, 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 fun.
We're filming.
Boys are longer, and sometimes they have spurs too.
Yep.
Spurs?
Spurs.
Yeah, but I'm not probing or pushing on privates.
Hi, folks.
It's gonna be a good one.
We're welcome to Sex Ed 101. And today we'd like to talk about sexing the snakes. What do you?
Sex and snakes.
What? Tell me that again.
Let's talk about probing
Okay,
things.
this is a girl
Yeah.
because the distance from the vent to
Yeah.
the tip of the tail is very short. If it were a boy, the vent would be up here
there.
somewhere. Yeah.
Where's
Or
the? Can I see the vent? Is that little thing right there? That little?
the hole?
Where?
Come
Looking for the hole.
The two of you. We're all tightened up. It's right there.
We still on late at night, or is this morning before
Well, this is morning before church.
church?
This is more.
There we go.
Okay. So
There are other ways too, but I'm not doing
you're
them.
not doing
No,
that.
no.
So this is our birthday snake, and
Yep.
this is a baby.
This
Yep.
is a baby.
Who? He's looking at me. He's. I just have nightmares. Is this the one
loves
that
these
almost
guys.
ate me?
No, that was the same type, but a lot smaller, actually.
Oh. I don't know if any of you saw the time I
was-
almost got eaten alive
Yes.
by a
An oldie bit of fun one there.
8-inch snake.
Yes. I think that was a milk snake or something like that.
Probably,
Yeah,
or a
something
king.
So,
king.
so who? I'm not touching. Who do we have here, young Matthew?
Okay, well, look at this, and this is a ball python. It's actually called a bumblebee strain.
Can I hold this one?
Oh, sure. This one's actually very friendly in all seriousness.
Yeah.
Look at the color difference. If you could look the two of them, look at the
Yeah.
color difference on them, the pattern. You
Yeah.
got the classic ghost patterns on these guys, but this
Yeah.
one looks like a bumblebee. Look how bright it is. Look how bright that one is. Care is pretty much the same, and here's an interesting note. A lot of people ask how do you know they're going to shed? If you can get a close and look at the eyes, see how the eyes are cloudy?
My eyes or
The snake's eyes.
Oh, the snakes.
snake's eyes.
Yeah.
Those are cataracts. This is
Yeah.
getting ready to shed.
Okay.
This right here.
you got me.
Yeah, good.
Me too, thank you.
Quick.
Payroll checks aren't out yet this week, Matt.
Okay, I'll be up. There we go. But if look, when they start getting cloudy eyes, that's a sign that they are getting ready to shed. And sometimes, usually when they shed, I'm sure Jody can agree with me, let them settle for a few days before you handle them.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes their eyesight tends to be confused a little bit.
Non-existent.
Non-existent and confused.
They're
So,
pretty much blind.
So,
Right.
how old is this guy?
how old is that one? That one's not.
not
baby,
more
baby?
than a couple months, maybe
And they're
3
shedding
months.
already?
Oh, yeah.
Growth rate,
Growth rate
on
is
the
quick.
young ones, just like
They
children.
shed more?
Yeah.
They shed more?
Yep,
Yep.
very quickly. Sometimes it's not unusual to go every 2 weeks, you'd see them.
Yeah.
You'd see them. They like a little bit of humidity in the tank. Speaking of shedding, usually you want them to, sorry, we're putting them on pins and needles here. When you shed, you want them to shed almost in one piece. So if you start seeing them shed where it looks like little bits and pieces are come off, you need a little
Did
more
you just
humidity.
kiss him?
No,
Did you?
but I did before.
Right. This is wow. Anyway,
Don't go there.
no, okay. This is, first you're probing, now you're kissing. So there we
Right.
go. All right. Anyway, as I was saying before I got totally lost track here, if you see them shedding in little bits and pieces, you want to increase the humidity a bit in the tank. So they like a little more of a
'Cause it's so
humid.
dry, it's just-
right,
it's
right,
too dry.
right. It's too dry for their skin.
Right.
Snakes, and we've said this in pretty much every show we've done on snakes. Never feed them in the cage that they live in.
Right.
You always want to feed them in
Especially one like this guy.
Right.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Most
exactly.
definitely.
Most definitely. You would put the food in the cage with them.
Yeah.
And then put the snake in with them.
Yeah.
In a separate feeding box, a big
Yeah.
Tupperware
Jody,
bin
he
works
looks
great.
hungry. She
She just ate Monday.
Just
She
ate
did?
one.
Yes,
That's
she
eating.
did.
And these guys eat
she only eats once a week?
once a week.
Actually, it's about every 2 weeks now
Every
because she's
2 weeks?
eating medium rats.
Oh,
Frozen.
frozen ones.
Frozen.
frozen.
I only feed
Mrs.
frozen.
Swanson's?
Yes.
So, and
TV dinners.
why do we have this snake?
For birthday parties.
For the children who's
For the
not behaving?
Children and yeah,
No,
yeah.
actually, she is so gentle and so tame that
Yeah.
Matthew takes her out for birthday parties. The
And she-
kids can pet her, and
We also take
She's
her
sweet.
to when we do school. We
Field
have
trips.
tours that come in,
Yeah.
or we take them to schools and we
Yeah.
introduce kids. Some kids have never seen a snake in the wild. They might live in the city or
Yeah.
have never seen a snake. This gives them a chance to actually handle a tame one. We try and make it very clear to kids that these are pets, not to pick up a snake in the wild, but this enables them to actually get up and close and check out and learn a little about how they eat, how they live. All different interesting things. And like I said, birthday parties for pictures. So we pretty much, this snake pretty much has a busy activity. a
Has
lot
it
of
ever
activity.
strangled a kid or anything?
No, we've
No.
trying to avoid that. Trying to
No.
avoid
Wouldn't be
that.
good
Kind of
for
wouldn't be
business.
good for business and birthday parties and
So all kidding aside, when you feed this guy, I know he eats a dead
right,
rat. Does he try and strangle it first, or does he already know it's dead? She. What's her name?
Miss Snake.
Miss Snake.
snake.
We have a
We thought
very
that- we thought that
creative
one up well.
marketing team here at
Yes,
Dave's.
we do. We had to think
We
that
could
one
have a
through.
contest.
Yes.
Yeah. If,
We
there
could
you
have
go.
a contest on
We
naming
Somebody wants
could.
to-
snake.
We
yeah.
could have a contest.
You want to name our snake?
Yeah,
We'll
why don't we
give-
do that?
do
I'll
a
get Ashley
contest.
over here and we'll have a
somebody
Facebook.
name our snake there.
Yep.
That sounds.
Do you have snakes at home?
I did. My last one recently passed.
How old was it?
About 9 years old.
What kind of snake was it?
It was a 9-foot red-tailed boa.
9 feet.
Twice the size of you.
Still growing.
Oh.
She was going to get 13 feet.
Why'd it die?
She got egg bound over a weekend, and I couldn't get her to the vet.
Oh, you're kidding.
No, it was a heartbreak. I had her since she was a hatchling.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jody, 9 feet?
Mm-hmm.
What did you keep her in? Anything she
A
wanted?
90 breeder.
Big old aquarium, same size as that fish tank
And
right
she
there.
couldn't push the glass apart if she
Oh,
wanted
it
to?
was all locked. She wouldn't push the glass apart. Very sweet.
Did she know you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
9 feet. That's scary to me.
It's scary to most people.
Hi, did you ever hold her?
Held
You-
her
you-
all the time. She'd
Don't you
rather
need
be
two,
out of the tank.
Don't you need 2 people to hold her?
Technically, at around that size, you should.
But she's brave.
Don't do that at home alone, folks.
If Jody doesn't show up to work, I think we have the reason what happened. 2 feet sticking out of her
Right
mouth there.
Right, right. Have you seen Jo? I don't know. She's
I
been
don't know.
really squeezed lately. I think she's really 9
Wow.
feet.
She was beautiful.
And what did you feed that? Like poodles?
No, frozen guinea pigs.
Frozen guinea pig. How many did that eat?
Just one.
How often?
About every 3 weeks to 3 to 4
Really?
weeks.
So they don't eat a lot to.
Yeah. What mistake
Is
people
that
make?
looking at? Is he gonna like lunge at me
just
or
look at
Just
something?
curious. A lot of times, if you overfeed them, the food actually sits in their stomach longer before it can digest, and it starts to decompose,
Pose.
and then they'll regurgitate it, which causes a lot of strain on the snake.
Yeah.
So it's always rule of thumb in the tank. Once you see defecation or soil bedding, then it's time to feed. That means it's digested. The digestion tract is
Takes
cleared
that
up.
long. It can take
It
days.
can,
Slow.
depending on the
Yep.
food. I mean, a little snake that eats a hopper will
Yeah.
poop that out in 3 days.
But
Right.
But these guys take a much longer time
Slower
to digest all
metabolism.
the bone and everything.
yeah,
Oh,
very slow
okay.
metabolism.
I'm gonna get myself a 9 foot. How much did that thing weigh?
About 25 pounds.
More than
That's
her.
all? Oh, okay.
Maybe 30. It
Yeah.
was getting a little heavy for me to get
He's,
it out
this
of the
one's
tank.
kind of
Yeah.
this one's kind of quiet. So, is he like genetically engineered or something?
Just through crossbreeding, like anything, crossbreeding, like they do with the goldfish. They
Yeah.
see different patterns,
Yeah.
and then they start crossing them to get
How big is this guy gonna get?
same thing. They get about 6 feet. They grow about the same thing as this guy here.
But it'll be in how long is it gonna take him to grow 6 feet?
A couple years.
Yeah,
2 years,
depends on
depends,
the
it varies.
conditions, food, quality of
Quality of food,
Here,
quality
yeah,
of
exactly.
food, quality of care.
quality of
Environment.
care.
Oh, yeah.
Environment, proper. Always setting up the proper environment, proper humidity,
Heat,
and
light, humidity.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So these guys, where they come from? Where they?
Where do these come from? These are locally bred. Oh,
No, no,
indigenous.
I
Oh,
mean-
where they're indigenous. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, where they're indigenous. A lot of these are,
do they come from Indigenia?
indigenous. That's it. Exactly it.
Is that
And
where
breeder-
they come from?
That's like
Joe
the
just
breeder's
said after
cage of
that
it,
one,
yeah.
he just said it's
He's out.
time. we have to go.
I've never seen a camera roll his
Yes,
eyes.
we're actually we're going to take a field trip to Indigenia
Yeah.
in one of the future shows, and we'll.
Is that populated by the lumens?
Yes, it is. That's where the ancestry of the lumens from Lumania.
Lumania.
It's right next to it. Yes. So I'm glad we shed some light on that subject. And we will be back in just a moment, folks, for more ridiculousness. Hey everybody, it's Dave from Dave's Soda in Pet City. You need to pay attention to this one, folks. Dave's and Innova teamed up to help shelters. For every bag of Innova that you buy, we will donate to the shelter. So if you buy a 30-pound bag of Innova, we will donate 30 pounds to a local shelter. This has never been done before. Do a good thing, get a great food, plus save 10 bucks. Hey everybody, it's Dave from Dave's Pet Show. Folks, great news. We're on even better times. If you want to learn everything about pets, tune in to Dave's Pet Show. Hey everybody, so we are back with Lori and Jody's back in a bouncy bird that I'm getting dizzy watching. So who are these guys?
These are black-capped caiques.
Yep,
Very playful, very active.
yep.
They're
Oh, the other
called-
guys don't like them.
Yeah, they're
Are those parrotlets up there? What's that
no,
up there?
these are little green cheek conures.
Green cheeks, right, right.
These guys are very, very playful, very active,
Yeah,
Clowns.
very social. They're clowns of the parrot family. That's
They
what
are?
they're called. Yes.
and they don't look like sun conures, but the same family, right? Sort of?
Yeah, conures are a little bit different. These are in, the kikes are in the parrot family.
Okay.
Conures basically are these guys. These green cheeks, they won't get any bigger. They're small.
Yep.
And they're great little birds. I actually have a green cheek at home. She talks, she dances, she sings.
She talks? How many words does she say?
Mine, she says quite a few. And these guys are starting to talk. They say peekaboo. They say step up.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Really?
Yes.
They don't swear, do they?
No, not yet.
Oh.
We try and
We
curb
try-
that
we try-
kind of
we do-
behavior.
Oh, we do?
We
We
try to
do?
make sure the
I don't know.
customers-
That's the most fun part.
And these guys also are talking, stepping up, whistling.
Yeah.
So the more you talk to them, the more time you spend with them,
Yep.
the more interaction you're going to
Yeah.
get.
So
you
tell
know.
me about how old they are and how long it takes to.
These guys
Where are
are
you going?
These guys are the kaiques are about a year and a half.
Yeah.
They
We've
live-
had them for how long?
we have
Since
had
they were
them
babies.
Since they were babies.
We brought them up. We
brought
were
them-
hand
yeah,
feeding them.
We hand fed them.
I think they flew the coop.
Yes. No, they're right here.
Oh, right, no, the
other two
green,
did.
The green cheeks are,
They're, yeah, we're
right,
gone.
right, right,
You hand feed them, which is a great bonding experience.
right. But we won't sell them until they're almost
no, we
weaned,
won't
right?
sell until they're weaned. Because you have to, if you don't hand feed them right, it can actually burn their crop, and that causes
And
a
what's
lot
a
of
crop?
damage.
It's where the food,
Where the food goes down.
Right.
and then they bring it up as they want it.
Yeah.
Oh, that really?
The
So it's
regurg.
like a storage tank?
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. We
Yeah.
did that.
Oh, so we should call these guys like Pythes and who's the other one? The two temples in ancient Egypt
Oh.
storage. Right,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Storage tanks. And so what? This is a green
Yep.
cheek.
These are little green cheeks.
Yep.
And they're a little skittish.
They're a little. I think
Yeah.
they're a little flighty.
Yeah. Oh yes, to say the least. But like I said, I have one at home.
Give 'em-
They're not quite as social as those guys, as the kaiques. But like mine, I spend a lot of time with her. She talks. She does.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, what's wrong?
So
they're
we
companions.
don't sell as many parrots as we used to. We're now selling basically Keats and
Yeah.
canaries
Yeah,
and
and
little
these
guys,
guys,
right?
yeah.
And little guys.
Yeah.
How about sun conures? We used to.
They're great birds.
Yeah.
The only thing with the sun conures is they have they're very shrill.
Yeah.
They have a shrill screech. But
Yeah.
personality-wise, they're
Yep.
very.
And they're gorgeous.
Yes, and they're beautiful birds. They're very snuggly, very social.
Yeah. How long do these guys live?
25 years, 30 years.
20, right. And so this obviously is a giant cage. This is a parrot cage. But how big
Yes.
of a cage? What do you need to keep them in to make them happy?
To keep these guys in, like that, one of the, we keep them in the
Black
blue
one.
one,
Yeah.
which is great for them. It's
Right.
a perfect size.
And this is really important. I noticed that we have toys all over the place.
Yes, you gotta have, in their cage, you have to have toys.
Yeah.
Outside their cage, to keep them occupied.
Right, because otherwise, can you hear?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you need to. Will you stand near Laura because you got the other mic? So, yeah. So this is Frank and Ernest.
There you
Say-
go, yeah, right?
Right. So what happens if you don't have the toys for them?
If you don't have any toys for them, they will
Yep.
get extremely bored. They can start plucking, screeching,
Right.
yelling.
And we've actually had people turn birds into
Yes.
us that
Yes.
have done just that,
Yep,
right?
Yep. Yeah, they can get a whole lot of issues.
Right. So in the winter like this, do you have to keep your house really warm?
Yes, it's about 73, 74 in here.
Yep.
At my house I keep at 68. They'll adjust as long as it isn't massively freezing cold.
And drafts are
And
what
drafts.
kills it,
Keep
right?
them away from drafts,
Yep.
dust. Certain you can't use Febreze if you have a bird; it'll kill them.
Febreze.
No Teflon,
No Teflon.
cookware,
Cookware.
no
Nope.
candles,
Nope,
no anything like that. Air fresheners.
So the air's got to be really, really clear.
Yeah, you'll have to be extremely careful about cleaning products. You have to
Yep.
be extremely careful about what you use.
Right. So do you have birds at home?
Yes, I do.
Of course you do. And what do you have?
I have a ring-necked parakeet, a
And
small parrot.
A small one. Right. And the snake didn't eat it?
No, she doesn't eat birds. She
The
didn't
snakes
eat birds.
don't eat birds?
No, not
Oh.
that snake.
Not that snake. I got it. Right. And so you didn't know this probably, but years ago we set up a breeding station for double yellowheads in our store in Carew, and we did it for 2 years and never got an egg.
Yeah,
You
see
know,
that,
I bought a pair. I
it's
bought a pair of
iffy.
breeders.
It is.
Yeah, it's
extremely-
2 years. Right. I must have
iffy.
spent $9 million.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah.
still nothing, right?
And nothing.
Yep.
Right. Nothing.
No guarantees.
Nah, it's
No.
the luck of the
So
draw.
you know,
I'll
what, I
tell ya.
noticed that how do you tell if a bird's sick?
They get very very fluffy,
Yeah.
like puffed out,
Yeah.
very lethargic.
Yeah.
Stop eating and drinking.
Yeah.
Watch their stools. If their stools are extremely running, that could be a sign of
Right.
a number
And
of
they
things,
get
too.
colds, right? And you treat them
Yes.
just
Oh,
like
yeah.
people,
Yep.
right?
Yep,
Yep.
go to the doctor, get your
Take
medication.
Your medication.
Yeah.
And, yep. Treat them.
Yeah. Give them a little NyQuil so they don't
Yeah,
cough.
yeah.
Knock them right out.
Knock 'em right
Knock
out.
them,
Yeah.
knock 'em right out. Right. So these guys are beautiful. Do they have names?
I named the two coyotes Bonnie and Clyde.
Okay.
Yeah,
The
they're
two
double
conures
trouble.
I have not named
Do
them
we
yet.
know if they're male or female?
We do not. It's
And
extremely hard.
Jody,
to tell.
how does one tell if the birds are male or female?
You
Since
have
you're
them
the-
DNA tested.
You have them what?
DNA tested. It's the only way to know.
Really?
Unless it's a species like the Whoosies over there, I'm blanking on the name.
Rosellas?
The
Rosellas.
Rosellas, where the males are
The
much
males-
darker.
Darker,
Then
right.
you can tell, but something like this, DNA.
Right. It's almost there. All right, so folks, thank you very much for flying in with us. My arms are tired. Don't go away. We'll be back in just a moment. Blue Buffalo is such a great food, and here's why you should buy your Blue Buffalo at Dave's. After you buy 10 bags, you get the 11th bag free of the same size. Only at Dave's. My thought was every store should have something that nobody else has.
That's right, that's
so
right.
we got to have. So I was at when we were at the global trade show, the pet show. I walked by this booth and I saw this thing.
Gotta
And I
have
said,
that.
Oh my
Gotta
God,
have that."
we got to have it. And
Yeah.
I thought, you know what? Bingo, that's it. We're going to have the world's largest selection
Of cat furniture.
So we ordered all this cat furniture. We just, and you know what? We haven't even gotten the rest of the shipment in from
Oh
these
my
guys.
God.
Right? So this is, so I don't even know how many, is this got to be 15 feet tall? Right? I'm 6 feet.
It's at least 10 feet tall.
Yeah, I mean, I'll right. So I'm standing on one of, I'm just standing on one of the perches here. So how cool is this?
It is.
Here's
It
the funny
really
part.
is.
I don't even know what I'm paying for this. I haven't gotten the bill yet.
Wait. Just wait.
Right, so it's not for sale, right? But the guy said no one's ever bought one of these before. We use them for our display at the trade show. I said, well, I want 2 of them. I said, how much are they? He says, I have no idea. I said, I'll take them.
He just loves spending his money. No, they're really,
So
they're
anyway,
really.
I don't care where you're watching this from, folks. You got to come see this. And so the best part, I don't want to kill myself here, is the rope
Yes.
that goes to the other world's tallest regular condo.
Yeah, it's like a.
Right. So, hey, folks, we're on. I just lassoed Shannon into being on the show. This is your first time ever doing. How many years you been working here?
6.
And this is the first time I ever got you on the show.
Exactly.
So I wanted to bring Shannon over into our cat aisle because she's had cats her entire life. She's had what, like 25 or 30 cats?
Absolutely. Yeah.
No.
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 All right.
Never had a cat.
But you're the one who knows all the cat products.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So what's the most common cat problem we have is probably people come in and say my cat has hairballs, right?
Hairballs, yeah. Or urinary issues, one or the other.
Oh, right. And so hairballs are caused by. Do you know why they're caused? Caused by
From them cleaning
causation.
from them cleaning themselves, and they're just not passing it through their system.
Right.
Yeah.
When they lick each other.
They-
right.
yeah, yeah.
Right. So there is actually we sell tons, millions of these hairball remedies, which are a form of Vaseline and stuff, right?
Yeah, they're like a petroleum base, just to help cleanse the system, get
And
that
they're
hair loosened
95 octane. and right, they really make your cat go. Get it? And they'll clean out the things
Yes.
inside the cat.
Yes.
Yes.
In a yes.
Yes,
the
in a
pipe
very
inclu-
safe-
in
no,
a safe and effective
Right.
way.
Now I
yeah.
have heard, because I also have heard of some people just take a little bit of regular old drugstore Vaseline and they put it on their fingers and let the cat
Lick it off or put it on their
lick it off,
paws
or put it on their paws, right?
Mhm.
But a lot of cats won't do that.
Right, and you don't really know how much exactly is the right to give, and these have
Right.
some flavors to them. to
Right.
entice
This
them a
one
little bit
this one
more.
is essence of mouse.
Yeah.
That so your cats, it makes it much more palatable.
Right, or maybe catnip or chicken.
Right. Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah,
Chicken.
yeah.
All right. So we have those, and the cool thing is, there's so many different varieties of how to do it. So there's powders, there's liquids.
It can be in
I feel
food
this is-
or a chew.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. This is really cool. I like
Absolutely.
this. So here's another one that we sell a lot of.
Cat milk.
Yeah.
We saw a lot of that. Yeah.
Right. Now, do you want to tell the folks what cat milk is all about?
No, you go ahead.
Well, it's not really milk.
I've always thought of it as a formula.
It's a formula.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So what happens is, unfortunately, we get people in here all the time who found cats that had a litter. Do cats have litters,
Okay. Yeah.
or do they have prides? Do you ever? Cats
Litter-
have.
litter.
It's like a pride of lions, not house cats, right?
Right. Right. I believe they're still litters. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
all right.
They're still litters.
And the mother abandons them, or whatever happens. So
Right,
you
or
have
they're
to
separated
feed.
for whatever
Right, they're
reason.
separated. You have to feed the little kittens.
Mhm.
So they do make replacement milk that's reasonably priced, and it'll save the kitten's life, which is the big.
Exactly. The first 8 weeks are so important. They,
Right.
they're not going to be able to eat food. They don't have the right
Yep.
teeth. They can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just can't function without something like this.
Right. So
Yeah.
that to me that's hugely important. Now the next thing is giving your cat,
Cat a bath.
So there's a few things that we sell. One of them is a suit of armor. That really, and I think the best way to give you, and I've never had cats, but I've just from people telling me, the best way to give your cat a bath is to pay someone else to do it.
Without a doubt. Hands down.
Right.
Mhm.
But there are some cats that don't mind.
Oh, absolutely. There's a lot of
Doing it.
owners that have put them in the sink, and it's
Right.
a great experience.
We never get people bringing cats in here, though, do we?
There is one lady that brings a cat in, but the cat has some paralysis, so
Oh, it can't
it can't
scratch her face off when
exactly,
she's trying to.
Right, and it needs help
Right.
cleaning, obviously, because of the
Right,
paralysis.
Right.
Yeah,
So
a
you
waterless
can.
bath or a wipe is probably the
Right.
best
So
way
that's
to clean
that's
your
what
cat.
I was looking at. Is the pet wipes.
Yes, they're
which is-
probably the safest way to bathe your cat.
Right. Now people don't have to bathe their cats as often as you do your dogs, though. That's,
nowhere
that's the
near.
good news.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, definitely.
Now, when we go back to the replacement milk, we have that, but we also have the I mean, there's all kinds of different options. Some people like the powder, some people like the.
Absolutely. The thing with the pre-made stuff is it's just like with an infant formula for a human
Yep.
baby.
Yep.
Once you open it, there's a limited time. You have to use it, or else it's going to spoil and it's going to make the animal sick.
With the powders are kind of cool because you open the can, you add water,
Yep.
heat it up, and you're good to go.
Yep. And how about cats with ears? Do they have as many problems with their ears as dogs do? We sell a lot of this stuff.
We do. I mean, it's important to keep them clean because ear mites are pretty common in cats, but because cats' ears generally stay up, they
Yeah.
get more circulation, so they have less issues than dogs do, whose ears flop over, and that
Yeah.
stuff gets trapped in there, and there's not enough circulation to.
Right. Yeah, it is. I mean, ear problems, right?
Yeah.
Can
yeah.
you use Q-tips to clean it up?
I don't recommend Q-tips because you can't
See how far.
feel how you don't want to
Joe,
jam.
did you ever have to clip? What did
I use wipes.
you just use the wipes on the end of your finger and just go in?
Yeah, a
and
wipe or a cotton ball shaped to your finger is the best way to do it.
he'll eat the cotton ball even when you're trying to. Right. How old was your cat? How long did it live for?
7.
That's it.
Yeah, he died a kitty.
Oh wow. Kid,
That's
so you know what? Joe's cat died at 7. So I'm just pleading with everybody not to feed dry food to your cat. And do you know, Joe? I don't know if you knew this. New studies show that when your cat or dog has kidney issues, the protein level, they would tell you to go to a low protein and a low phosphorus diet right away. Put you on spot. Protein is not bad. It's the phosphorus that's the bad part for kidney diets. But in any event, you really do want to feed canned food
For the moisture content.
for the moisture content, yeah, and because cats are pure carnivores, they shouldn't be eating carbs. So diabetes is epidemic in cats.
Very common.
Right, very common. So to help avoid that, you want to do canned food.
Yeah, like an Atkins diet we would for a human.
Yes,
It's the same,
exactly
same
right. Because
concept,
cats
yeah.
are absolute pure carnivores, right? You have
Absolutely.
never seen a headline that cats attack the cornfield, right? Never,
Exactly.
never happened. Even in the National Enquirer, it has never happened.
The other thing that's really great to try and get your cat to drink more water are fountains. And we have a few fountains, but the trickling water, you know how cats like to drink out of the sink or in the bathtub or whenever you leave water running, a fountain's great because it draws them to it as they would in their natural environment to drink more water. And a lot of people have a lot of success with a fountain.
Is that we're up already? I just want to show the sticky paws before we go. So these are very cool to if your cat is a scratcher.
Absolutely. Comes in
Right.
a whole bunch of different shapes
Yep.
and sizes, can cover pretty much anything you own from.
Yep, yep. All right, so you did pretty good for your first time.
I did.
You didn't panic or anything?
Yeah. No,
I
it
mean,
was a little easier than I thought
There's
it was
just
gonna
like 100,000 people laughing at you saying she really needs to do this more often. So until next week, all our millions of viewers, see ya. Have a great week, everybody.
be. Bye.
1, 0.